Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of March, 2023, and this is your card of the day. Alright, so we have Archangel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine, images by Dan Craig, so let's get right to it. Father in Sky, Mother of the Earth, angels, ancestors, beings of light from all four corners and all realms, I welcome your energy and thank you for giving me the opportunity of being your messenger. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the messages received today be for the highest good of all concerned. So be it, and so shall it be. Okay, move that over there, go do a quick pull this card out. Oh, everything. Here we go. So we have Archangel Metatron with us today. Archangel Metatron comes with the 8 of Fire. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. There's a lot that you are contemplating, thinking about, moving through. And Metatron's message is, yep, no worries. I can help you do whatever it is you need to do, but you've got to be clear. So if you're making statements like there's not enough time, oh goodness gracious, I've got a deadline coming up, I've got this going on, I've got that going on. The busyness of thinking about time management, Metatron comes to help you organize that through this 8 of Fire. You know, we can get into the stress levels when we are being pushed or shoved, or when we feel like, oh my goodness gracious, this is coming up on Thursday, or I forgot about this date, or I don't think I'm going to make it to my appointment on time, or I really have to manage my time management better. Those kind of things, if you start to go down that bumpy road, rabbit hole, whatever you want to call it, it isn't really too helpful. It ends up creating more because you're focusing on the stress of it, focusing on the problem, not on the solution. I would say that we are entering a time of what they call eclipse season. That can change the energy astrologically. And we've all been given a little bit of a test in the past 3 to 6 months, maybe slightly longer, where the unexpected events pop up and cause us to either try and pivot and turn, or stay stuck in the paralysis of, oh my goodness, now what? Unexpected events and rapid changes are in these cards today. We see the fire of the fireworks, yet we have a representation by Archangel Raphael with this green firework, Archangel Ariel with this pink firework, certainly Archangel Michael with the blue firework of protection all around all of it. And you notice the sky is blue. These aquamarine flares that are coming out of these solar, or at least these crystal rockets, they're Sandalphon, which is the brother of Metatron, taking your desires, your prayers, your wishes right up to the divine. We have over here what looks to be Gabriel, slightly copper if I'm looking at this. Could also be Uriel, could be a combination of both. But what this is an indication that you are always protected, always in line with what you're looking to achieve. This card over here, the symbolism is linked to card number 7 in the major arcana. And I love how the symbolism always works in this deck. We've got a lot coming on. A Metatron in number 7 is linked to the Chariot. So in the images of, and I wish I had it, I should have pulled that out too, but you don't want to wait while I go through a deck. The images of the Chariot, we see Archangel Archangel Metatron riding a chariot with a black horse and a white horse, meaning that you have within you the ability to be omnificent, meaning that you can think one thing, do another. Multitasking, they call it. Deja vu, they call it. These are the examples of what this card represents. It's everything and one thing all happening at the same time. Think of today as being pretty magical. Think of today where all of the stars are aligned and they're filled with energy. You've got the moon that is just traveling through. So when things pop up that you weren't quite expecting, when a person reminds you of something that you had forgotten about, it is all meant to be, all meant to happen. Put your mind at rest. There's nothing going to happen today that you cannot handle with Metatron's help. Now, I'm going to add this one in here too, because you remember we've got the card of the week that comes. Ariel, the lioness, the strength of God, the courage of God. She's also abundant. Ariel brings you what it is you need to accomplish what it is you want, but you've got to ask for it. More importantly, you've got to feel worthy of it. You have to stand in your strength. You've got to make the affirmations. I am magnificent. I am commanding my day to day. I am in charge of what happens, and I'm putting everything in to the mix today. And I'm commanding, not just I want, thank you, bring it. I'm commanding that the power of the universe be with me in all ways, in all things, in all directions of time and space, to allow me to accomplish all that I want to accomplish, all that I want to focus on. Use the strength and the grace of Ariel and the kindness to pull that self-confidence in. Once you start filling yourself up with the bubbles of possibility and achievement in today's energy with these two, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop you. I feel like that's good. I'm listening to my spirit. Is that good? We got it? Yes. She says it's a woman. It's one of my guardian angels. Her name is Grace. Actually, no. Well, it's Grace and Simone. So I have these 4 guardian angels. They're called anchor angels. I discovered that's what they were called when they told me in a coaching call I had. No idea what anchor angels were. Had never heard of them. Their names are pretty powerful. Lucas, who sits at the front left of me. Samuel, who sits at the front right of me. Grace, who's right behind me. And Simone. And then there's Daniel, that sits right here, up underneath me. David, that's all around me. And these have just been with me probably for quite some time, but only revealed themselves to me as I unloaded the layers of doing this work. It's like a muscle. It seems that they were just as curious to get to know me as I was to get to know them, and it's quite lovely to have that level of energy around. So oftentimes when I'm doing this work, one of them is actually helping to channel this information through, and then I listen to a voice and listen to a message that will say, yep, that's good, you've got it, you landed it, you nailed it. And here's the other thing I just love about all of you in this community. It's growing, and it's going to keep growing, and it's going to keep getting bigger, and I'm going to tuck you all along with me for the same ride. And I'm going to encourage all of you, whatever your purpose is, whatever you want to accomplish, whatever way, however you choose to serve, do it. Step forward and do it. Get past this ego trip. Ego meaning edging God out. And step into the courage and the power and start commanding what it is you're wishing to do. Now, when you say commanding, we're always taught that someone who's commanding can be linked to someone who's demanding. No, commanding is taking control. We got Ariel, courage and strength. This woman is petting a lion, and she's sitting there where there's flames going on around her, and there's a dove right up there, not tethered to anything, flying free. We all came here to Earth with a purpose, and we're all entitled to be free, prosperous, abundant, graceful, all of those things. These are the heavenly gifts that are here for you. Somehow along the way, someone else told us a different story. Yeah, you could go into that bumpy ride of, well, hang on a minute here, this is not quite right. And that's fine. I was listening to Dr. Dwayne Dyer in his Wishes Fulfilled book, which is my focus right now, obviously. He talks about the greatest moment that he got his iPad from one of his children, and he discovered at the bottom left corner of this thing was called the trash. And he suggests that anything that doesn't sit right for him, anything that wasn't lining up with what his purpose was, what he felt like he needed to do, he just went whoosh, pushed it in the trash. Our job is not to police other people's opinion. Absolutely not. No. That's judgment. Our job is, well, thank you very much. I'm going to choose something else if that's all right with you. But I love you anyway. That's it. Done. Anyway, listen. Don't forget, this Sunday, here we go. I'm going to put this up again. Remember, we do have a lot of sign-ups coming. I'm looking for 22 people. I'm focused on getting 22 people in this room for some reason. Don't know why 22 is important to me. But Amanda and I and some of our lovely friends, my new sisters, showed up yesterday to go through a bit like the format, all that. It's all good. This is how you are going to get your ticket to the table. You send an email to theamandabrown@yahoo.com. In the subject line, Rolling with Spirit ticket, or anything you want that pertains to Sunday, the 2nd of April, 2023, 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll get a link to the payment. Then you'll get a link to the Zoom call. There'll be a confirmation that goes out slightly before to remind you what the Zoom call is now. I do have some little housekeeping rules. Most of you have been on a Zoom call. You know, there's a chat box next to it. We want your undivided attention and your focus. The chat will be kind of off so that we're not having to be answering questions while we're delivering messages. That came through some divine intervention. It's like angels are okay with it as long as somebody else is running that back engine. I think that makes sense. Anyway, go sign up. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, productive, busy, great Tuesday. Until tomorrow. Bye.